I never believed in rules you find scribbled in cheap motel rooms, not until I stayed in room 214. It started with a message carved into the wooden nightstand. If you wake up at 3:14 a.m., don't look at the mirror. I laughed when I first saw it. I mean, come on. I had just driven 12 hours across Nevada. My eyes were burning, my head was pounding. And this place, Desert Moon Motel, looked like it hadn't seen guests in years, but I was too tired to care. The neon sign outside flickered like it was struggling to stay alive, casting a red glow through the cracked curtains. The receptionist hadn't even looked at me properly. Just slid the key across the counter, without a word. Room 214 for. No smile. No have a nice day. Just silence. That should have been my first warning. The room smelled wrong. Like something had been rotting there a long time ago. I checked the bathroom, empty. Closet, empty. Under the bed, nothing. Still, something felt off, like I wasn't alone. I dropped my bag and lay down. Within seconds, I was out cold. Then, I woke up, suddenly, my heart pounding like I'd just escaped something. The room was dead silent. To silent, I grabbed my phone. 3:14 a.m. For a moment, I just stared at the screen. Then I remembered the message. If you wake up at 3:14 a.m., don't look at the mirror. A smirk crept onto my face. Yeah. Okay. I sat up. And that's when I noticed it. The mirror. Right across the room. Facing the bed. I don't remember seeing it before. It wasn't normal. The glass looked darker, like it was absorbing the light instead of reflecting it, and for some reason, I couldn't look away. Don't be stupid, I muttered. I forced myself to look down, but my eyes kept drifting back. Slowly, uncontrollably, until I looked. At first, nothing, just me, sitting on the bed, tired, confused. Then, my reflection blinked, but I didn't. I froze, every muscle in my body locked. My reflection tilted its head slightly, like it was studying me. Okay, not funny, I whispered, but no one answered. Then the reflection smiled. A slow, unnatural smile, too wide, too sharp, and I felt it, something behind me. I didn't turn around, I couldn't, but I could feel it, breathing, right behind my neck, cold, wet. But I couldn't hear it. Stop, I said, my voice shaking, stop this. Then suddenly, the lights flickered, and everything went black. I don't know how long I sat there. Seconds, minutes, maybe longer. When the lights came back, the mirror was normal, my reflection, normal, everything, normal, except the message on the nightstand had changed. Now it read, "You looked." My stomach dropped. I grabbed my keys. I was leaving. I didn't care if it was 3 a.m. I didn't care if I had to sleep in my car. I rushed to the door, pulled it open, and stepped into the hallway. But it wasn't the same hallway. The lights were dimmer, flickering. The walls stained, dark patches, like something had seeped through, and the air, it smelled like decay, stronger than before. I turned back, my room, gone, in its place, just a blank wall. No, 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 a sound echoed from the end of the corridor, a soft, dragging nose. Something was moving. I squinted into the darkness, and then I saw her, a woman, standing at the far end, her head tilted at an impossible angle, long black hair covering her face. She wasn't walking, she was dragging herself forward, slowly, her fingers scratching against the floor. I stepped back, my heart racing. Stay away, I whispered. She stopped. Then, her head snapped up, and I saw her eyes, completely white, and then, she smiled. The same smile from the mirror, and in that moment, I realized something. That wasn't her reflection, that was her. And she had been waiting for someone to look. She started moving faster, the dragging sound grew louder, closer, closer. I turned and ran. The hallway stretched endlessly, doors on both sides, all slightly open. As I ran past them, I saw things, people, standing inside the rooms, watching me, not moving, just staring. Their eyes, all white, their smiles, all wrong. Help me, I screamed. No answer. just the sound of dragging behind me, getting closer. I pushed through a door and slammed it shut behind me. Silence. I turned around. It was my room, room 214. How? Everything looked normal again, except the mirror. I slowly looked at it and felt my blood run cold, because this time, my reflection wasn't alone. She was standing behind me, closer than before, smiling, waiting. And then, she whispered, right next to my ear, "You let me out." The lights went out again, and this time, they didn't come back. The next morning, the police found my car still parked outside the motel, room 214, empty, no sign of me, no signs of struggle, just one thing, carved into the mirror, fresh, deep, still wet. If you wake up at 3:14 a.m., don't look at the mirror.